tried to see this in London 3 months ago while staying at the worst hotel in the history of the world. They couldn't get the tickets, they told me, and then it turns out they had them and they didn't tell me, and I missed it and I cried. And I have cried until tonight. I have been dying to see this show.
I believe the show's quite varied in its format, so I'm very curious to see what it has to offer. I hear it's very exciting.
I watched the documentary Smartest Guys in the Room and I read the book, and I think it's a perfect play to be done right now given everything that's going on.
It's just one of the most devastating, interesting, compelling stories I think of the last 10 or 15 years to go with all the rest of the economic problems we've had, and I just think it's so wild that they put it into such a show like this, and I hear it's just spectacular.
I'm just excited to, number one, be in New York and be seeing a show on Broadway, and then that it's Enron, which I think is fascinating subject matter, and my friend Greg Itzen is in it, so what could be better?
Gregory Itzen, I've gotten to work with on 24 the last few months, and I just adore him, and I'm excited to see him play another shit.
This is exciting. I was just watching the Goldman Sachs hearings all day today on the C-SPAN, and I love watching criminals wriggle and turn and squirm, so it's should be fun.
It's been fantastic, and amazing night, and an amazing cast who've given us such joy over the last 6 weeks, and they continue to do so. So yeah, it's probably one of the most extraordinary nights of my life.
Feels really good to have it open because for a couple of weeks before you open, you're working long days with changes with the piece and new writing and cut writing, and then you're doing performances at night. It's an exhausting period. So opening night is culmination.
It feels great. I mean, I tell you, this is one of the best companies I've ever been involved with. Everybody in it is just so wonderful and so creative, and we've just had the best journey.
This has been a lot of work, this play. I mean, Rupert Goold is amazing. His vision is amazing. This play is... I could only get nasty about how good this play is.
It's been hard work, and yeah, we're thrilled to be here. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant being here.
Enron the play is about having people understand what happened 10 years ago with a company that really brought an American economy to its knees, and with lessons that we continually repeat now as we see in the papers.
When you get to be on like page 6 in the script and people start singing and dancing to help explain these complicated ideas, you realize you're in the hands of a really inventive writer and a really, really wildly creative director, fearless.
I would not have wanted to write this play as a very dry, naturalistic play about finance. I felt what was really important was that it was as much of a show as Enron itself was a show. So when I was working with Rupert Goold, the director, we decided very early on that it had to have razzmatazz and show business in it in exactly the way that Enron was that sort of showy, razzmatazzy company.
And it does it in this sort of hybrid vaudeville style that's really very interesting, that keeps people entertained, but at the end of the day has people understanding concepts that they probably would have my eyes would glaze and there's no way I would get it.
I did no research into Enron. I know nothing about corporate finance, and I was like that all the way through rehearsals, and I think we make it clear, we make it fun.
For whatever reason you come, whether you were hurt by the financial downfall of Enron, or whether you just want to know what's going on, or whether you want to be entertained, it's all there on the stage.
It's a classical story, a rise and a fall of a man and a company.
Don't be afraid of finance.